The year is 793 AD. Imagine a place of serene prayer and quiet scholarship. A beacon of light in a so-called dark age. This was the holy island of Lindisfarne, off the coast of Northumbria in England. For the monks who lived there, it was the center of their world, a sanctuary dedicated to God. It's filled with priceless manuscripts and sacred relics. Life was governed by the rhythm of prayer, the changing of seasons, and the gentle lapping of the North Sea waves. They were scribes, theologians, and guardians of a culture they believed was eternal. They had no army, no walls to speak of, because who would dare attack a house of God? It couldn't have been more wrong. On a bleak June day, shadows appeared on the horizon. Long, sleek ships, with dragon heads carved into their prows, cut through the waves like sharks. These were the dragon ships of the Norsemen, the Vikings. For the monks watching from the shore, they must have seemed like apparitions from a nightmare. These were not merchants, not pilgrims. The men who poured onto the beach were warriors, armed with axes and swords, their eyes blazing with a thirst for plunder. The peaceful prayers of Lindisfarne were shattered by the war cries of the north. The Anglo-Saxon Chronicle, written by horrified monks, describes what happened next as a day of immense suffering. It says, "The ravaging of heathen men miserably destroyed God's church on Lindisfarne." With plunder and slaughter, the Vikings showed no reverence for the sacred space. They stormed the monastery, looting its golden crosses, silver chalices, and jeweled book covers. They tore through the library, the scriptorium, where monks had painstakingly copied the Gospels for generations. To the Vikings, the monks were just men, and their treasures were just gold. Some monks were killed where they stood, others were dragged away in chains, destined for a life of slavery. This wasn't just a raid, it was a statement. The attack on Lindisfarne was the thunderclap that announced the arrival of the Viking Age to a shocked and terrified Europe. It was the first major, well-documented raid, and it sent ripples of fear across the Christian world. How could this happen? How could God allow his own house to be desecrated? For the next 3 centuries, the sight of a longship would be a symbol of terror. This single brutal event on a tiny island changed the course of history, forcing kingdoms to build navies, erect defenses, and contend with this fierce new power from the north. The age of prayer was over. The age of the axe had begun. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this journey back in time fascinating, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from history. See you next time.